What's up, y'all? Welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to be giving my raw feelings about Avengers Endgame. This isn't so much a review, just me getting out my raw emotions coming out the movie. I saw the movie tonight, Friday night, saw it with my friends from work. Shout out to y'all for coming out. We had a great time at the movies. It was an incredible night. And just to talk about the little bit of the build-up before I talk about the movie itself, this is going to be spoiler-free, by the way. Yeah, nights like this is just what I live for, just that incredible movie atmosphere. When you go into that lobby, it is just jam-packed. And then when you get the right auditorium, the auditorium is just filled. These kind of movies, they just only come like maybe once or twice a year, and I absolutely live for this kind of feeling, especially for the MCU, because we all love the MCU. And to see the build-up of everything, 11 years worth of movies, and how everyone was so excited, yeah, it was just definitely just an incredible night on its own right there. But then just speaking about the movie itself, again, this is non-spoiler right here, just my raw emotions. Absolutely incredible. You know, after Infinity War, what Marvel did last year, bringing all these movies together and just making just an amazing movie, somehow they managed to probably even top themselves with this movie. This movie just had so many surprises of things that I just did not expect. And one thing that really helped that is the fact that the marketing campaign was really sort of reserved in the stuff that they showed. And honestly, the stuff and theories that I had going into this movie, some of it I was just completely off in terms of what I thought, like who the main players were going to be, how certain characters would be used. All of it just sort of got flipped on its head. So I'm thankful for the trailers for not showing a whole lot, even though at times I was sort of frustrated. It did make for sort of just a wow kind of movie experience, just because there was a whole lot of stuff I was just not expecting when it came to how certain characters were handled. You know, with this movie being the culmination of the MCU, there's just a whole bunch of emotion to this movie in terms of certain scenes, building up, all that kind of stuff that you definitely want to be in the theater to see and experience it with everyone else. Just some amazing stuff. Something else that was kind of unique about this movie, though, was that it was just a really sort of unique story. The story, the way it's told in this movie, I can sort of understand why the trailers were just so reserved, because there's no way you could sort of market what this movie story is without sort of giving everything away and sort of giving up the surprises. Because like I said, there's a whole bunch of surprises in this movie when it comes to how characters are used, and especially what characters come back to make sort of appearances in the movie and end up having kind of important roles. There was some stuff I really wasn't expecting. Especially some stuff with our main heroes that's just like, wow, just wow. I'm not going to spoil who's who or who's doing what in this movie, but certain things they just kept completely away from the trailers, and it's really funny to see when it comes up. Speaking about the humor itself, you know, you think Avengers Endgame, this is going to be a really serious movie, and for the most part, the story definitely takes itself really seriously, as it should, but there's definitely a whole bunch of that Marvel humor in this movie. You can definitely still expect to have a good time like we have at all those Marvel movies when it comes to the laughs and stuff like that in this movie. It's a good balance of the comedy and sort of the serious stuff, although the movie definitely does get more serious as it goes along, but it all makes for sort of that great MCU experience that we want to have. Ultimately, it was just amazing what Marvel was able to do with this Infinity Saga. Everything starting from Iron Man and how all the years that we've had all of these movies, all of it coming together just to make just for a wonderful experience and something that I can't recommend enough. This movie definitely deserves to break every single box office record. That's not just because of the quality of this movie itself, but just sort of what Marvel's just been able to do through these 11 years and building it all up to this. Just a fantastic movie going experience. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I really don't have any complaints about this movie. Maybe I have a few nitpicks when it came to sort of the time travel element, but ultimately in terms of the quality and all the stuff that you're going to get from this movie, this is just absolutely just amazing. That's all there is to say about this. Just amazing. A 10 out of 10 experience right here. That's really it when it comes to my raw emotions for this movie. I'm going to come up with a spoiler review when I talk about the ins and outs of this movie. Definitely going to get into the nitty gritty and all that stuff, because there's obviously a whole lot to talk about when it comes to this movie and the future of the MCU. So look out for that video, and thank you for watching this one.